Hi everyone, and welcome to Big Ideas Growing Minds. We're so happy you're here. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Today's big idea comes from Dr. Jacob Kashiwagi and his book, NoInfluence Mentoring, a guide to help parents and teachers understand teenagers and encourage their success. The NoInfluence mentoring model originates from Arizona State University and has been developed through 28 years of worldwide research. It has been successfully used to teach over 2,000 high school students, and it's proven to lower stress, improve grades, and build motivation. So, what does NoInfluence mean? In 1967, Bruce Lee introduced a revolutionary fighting style. He realized that instead of resisting force, it's better to allow a punch to take its course. Without the resistance, the attacker will lose balance and fall over. Instead of trying to resist people, you must adjust yourself to move with them. Dr. Jacob believes the same applies when it comes to teaching and mentoring. Instead of trying to influence someone, you should focus on understanding them. A no-influence leader doesn't try to push a square peg into a round hole. Their goal is to identify who a person is and then adjust their support and resources accordingly. The no-influence mentoring model is based on ancient philosophy. The ideas and practices have been known for thousands of years. They have been understood and used by all the greatest minds in history and in every industry and aspect of life. In the book, Dr. Jacob shares many examples of successful people throughout history who've also used this approach. People like Peter Drucker, Socrates, Nelson Mandela, Jim Collins, and many more. So what does no-influence mentoring look like? No-influence mentoring proposes that people are perfect just the way they are, that they're okay without being told what to do, and that a parent, teacher, or leader is only needed to support others when they ask for help. Leaders using no-influence mentoring don't see themselves as the most important person in the relationship. Instead, they believe in teaching without teaching, and in developing people on their own terms. No-influence mentoring is based on 3 key principles. It's individual-centered, simplicity-structured, and action-focused. Principle 1, individual-centered. Before you decide what to do, you have to know who you're working with. Many teachers and parents start with a fixed curriculum and then look for ways to squeeze it into a child's mind. The individual-centered principle reverses this process. Figure out what the individual wants first, and then create the lessons and support to help them. It follows 4 steps. First, learn who the individual is. Second, learn what the individual wants. Third, enable the individual to shape the class or family. And fourth, reduce rules and directions wherever possible. Principle 2, simplicity structured. The second step is ensuring that any interaction with a child is simple. Since complexity causes stress, and since stress prevents people from learning and improving, the heart of all leadership and mentoring is simplification. When things are too complex, it becomes impossible to understand and learn. Hence, no-influence mentoring is all about simplicity. This means that the mentor must ensure that any new information provided to the child can be quickly understood and learned. This can be achieved by using patterns, natural laws, and explanations that teach why things are happening. Simple mentoring focuses on 3 key aspects. First, focus on teaching natural laws, like the law of gravity. It allows you to understand movement with minimal information. Second, cut down on rules and expectations to give individuals more freedom to learn on their own terms. And third, organize the environment. Make things clean, orderly, and more intuitive. Principle 3, action-focused. Dr. Jacob says that the one thing that separates successful people from everyone else is that successful people take action. Action is required for improvement. And as the old saying goes, things that don't change remain the same. The best way to teach a child to take action is by focusing on goals that are achievable and within their reach. It's the best way to help them learn quicker, become more accountable, and improve their lives. They'll still have to go to school, they'll still have to learn all their subjects, and they'll still have to live their own lives. However, they'll do it without the stress and worry and constant thought that says, if I don't do well enough, my life will be ruined. In conclusion, the underlying goal of no-influence mentoring is to create a more loving and supportive learning environment for students everywhere. No-influence mentoring is about realizing that everyone is different. And when we accept people for who they are and don't try to change them, they become happier, more successful, and they learn faster. If you'd like to learn more about no-influence mentoring, you can subscribe to Dr. Jacob's YouTube channel. Leadership Society of Arizona, or visit his website at leadaz.org. And with that, we'll conclude this video. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give it a like. Take care, and see you soon.